Hello and welcome to the show called That's Not a Job, That's a System. And we're looking at Indeed job listings. This one is for the beautiful Whitetail Hill company that sells chestnuts, from what I can gather. Whitetail Hill Chestnuts. Okay. And they are looking to pay $75,000 to $110,000 a year for a marketing manager slash director slash e-commerce outdoor for an e-commerce outdoor brand. Okay. And then they have their description here of what they got going on. Obviously, the role will also help build systems and processes that allows our department to scale. Okay, so here's the state of where we're at. If you take that job description for this beautiful company, you just paste it into ChatGPT here, all right? And you say, create this into a full self hosted open source AI system instead of hiring someone for $75,000. Now, before I get into what ChatGPT says and actually how we can apply it and use it, let me just first of all, okay, $75,000 a year. Obviously, it's way more than that because you got payroll and other things like that. But I just want you to understand for 5,000, you can buy a supercomputer, and this has a NVIDIA RTX 5090 GPU. This is all that really matters, the GPU, the video card in the computer. Okay. So let's just say you bought two of these. That's 10 grand. Okay. These two can do more than what any human could ever possibly do, or you could ever hire. 100%. So right there, then you have an extra 60 grand, let's just say, to actually then figure out how to program these to do everything that you're looking to get done. So then you take it over into ChatGPT and it says, okay, here we go. Replace this entire marketing department with a self-hosted AI system, owned private, runs 24/7 on your own VPS. That's the other option here. So you could do something like this, which is called Hostinger. These are computers in the cloud. So you could rent one of these for 50 bucks a month, and then you can get all of this made in there instead of having to buy a computer. It's just the only thing with the computer is the GPUs are very expensive to rent. So with a VPS, you're not getting any GPU power here unless you spend a couple hundred a month to rent. And then you can get the GPU power. The GPU power is going to be what makes everything work faster. And then also, more importantly, to where then you can self host your own AI instead of having to pay for APIs and tokens and things to get all of this done. Right. So, then what you come down here to is it talks about creating a whitetail growth OS operating system, self-hosted, and then literally breaks down through every single thing that you can do to actually make all this work. And first of all, the brains and the AI comes from Olama, which is one of the best self-hosted platforms out there that allows you to use your own AI and download it and everything like that. Then from there, you keep going down, down, down. You use N8N, how to do memory, all of this type of stuff. Blah 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 blah. Blah. Keep going. I'm only fast forwarding through this just because it does matter and it is important. But what's more important is what I'm about to show you. Is you can just take this here, copy it there, okay, and then come over to what this tool is called is Google Anti Gravity. And if you've heard of Claude Code or anything like that, it's the basic same idea, right? But in my opinion, way better. I think Google Anti-Gravity blows them all out of the water. And for a couple reasons, just because the simplicity of use. So now we just paste that in there, okay? And what I just pasted in was literally everything that ChatGPT just told me. And so I'm even gonna go paste in my original message as well. And so, and you could just skip the Chat GPT section. It's just I use Chat GPT just to kind of formulate the idea here. But if you paste this in here, this has the capability to literally create the whole system that was just described, which will 100% do everything here. Okay. And then the reason why, again, I'm talking about a VPS or a supercomputer like this one is because that is what will power it and make it work. This is the component that actually you would either rent. So for 5 grand, I mean, every business, I guarantee this is what every business should do and would do. And if you're hiring right now, Whitetail Hill, I would 100% just say, just do this, right? That then you can use. So this here, Google Anti Gravity, you can get a VPS and you can just connect it. You can just tell it, okay, great, go make that and deploy it onto my VPS. You can just literally say those words. You don't have to be any crazy programmer or anything to make this work. Go deploy it on my VPS. Or if you get one of these supercomputers, you can say, hey, connect this to my supercomputer and then deploy it and make it work and make it live on my computer. And then there's a million more things you can do to grow it and scale it and have it actually grow and scale itself. And then you could save yourself a good $50,000 in this next year, I guarantee, by setting yourself up to do this. So, Whitetail Hill Chestnuts, hopefully, I can get this message to you, or somebody you know, or somebody else sees this video and hits you up and is like, hey, you should do this. Somebody hit them up because they need some help, and let's save these businesses some money by stopping them from, to be honest, I mean, they're looking for someone on location. I completely get it, but that's not where the future's going. I mean, on location, the owners should be kind of, honestly, in my opinion, for a small business like this, it looks like the owners should be turning these departments into systems. That's all they should be focusing on. How else is a small business going to survive? Not by payroll, not by a ton of payroll. It's by systems that don't require payroll. Let me know if you got any questions. If you are hiring and you'd like me to do a markup for this, for like this, let me know. Or if you would rather just get a system and not hire a human, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm contributing, but this is just where we're at. And that's what we got to do to help the people. Businesses got to stay afloat. And if businesses keep having bloat, then they will sink.